Morning YouTubers, and welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode we're going to show you a really sad state of affairs. Over the last 3 or 4 weeks I've noticed my neighbour's plot. I gave her a load of tomatoes earlier in the year and she put them into her bed, and well, they succumbed to blight, and it was absolutely riddled with blight. Let me show you. You can see here, this is my neighbour's tomatoes, and they're absolutely riddled with blight. Look at the state of them. They're absolutely covered with it. It's horrible. And if I swing the camera around, you can see where my tomatoes are. There's my tomatoes just there, about 10 foot away. So, you know, the wind is blowing that way from time to time, and as you can see, let's get a bit of a closer zoom in. Look at the state of them. Absolutely horrible, and they smell foul as well. They really do. It's foul as hell. But yeah, I think they just need to be thrown away then. It's a pity, because there was some nice tomatoes there. So yeah, they're completely decimated, and I'm sure she's devastated at the same time, but she hasn't took them out. And what's happened is, now my tomatoes, what I've got in the raised beds next to my shed, they're only about 10 foot away. Now you can imagine the fungal spores blowing towards my tomatoes, and I noticed 2 weeks ago that the stems are starting to get black on them, and I knew as soon as I saw that, blight. And I knew it wouldn't be too long before the leaves will start to go yellow with black spots on them, and the tomatoes will start to go all scabby. However, there was just ripening, so have a look at this. I'm going to show you the clip of them. As you can see, my tomatoes are just starting to ripen. You can see the bloody blight here on the stems. So we might have to take these tomatoes. See the blight here, down here. I don't know if you can see where my finger is, but yeah, it's got it pretty bad now. All along the stems here, it's full of blight, unfortunately. And like I say, I can't help what other people have got on their plots. Like I say, it's all down to the wind, really. It's nobody's fault. But yeah, like I say, we've got 1 or 2 of them ripening here, and there's another pile over there as well. Let's just back this thing out here. There you go. There's like a load. There's loads of them, but I think we might have to take the tomatoes off. Otherwise, they're gonna really suffer with this blight. So as you can see, they were just starting to get it on them, and I thought I'd try and leave them for another week to get a few more ripe tomatoes. Unfortunately, that week we've had nothing but rain and wind, and well, it just made it worse, really, the situation a lot worse. And in fact, if I would have took the tomatoes that particular day, I would have had 4 or 5 times as many tomatoes than what I ended up with. However, we tried to leave it to get a few ripe, and it didn't happen because of the weather. And well, the plant is just my plants are just completely covered in it now. So I'm going to show you me now taking them down, and I'll tell you a bit about well, I'll show you the tomatoes what we get, and I'll tell you a bit about where we're going to take the tomatoes, and we're going to tell you what I'm going to do with that raised bed. Now we've got nothing in it, so well, check this out. Now is me trying to save some of these tomatoes. The plant is full of blight, and well, they're just starting to ripen now. So if I take them off, I mean, it's absolutely full of tomatoes, this plant. I mean, look at them tomatoes there, and you can just see the blight. It's just starting. So if I was to take that off there and probably take that'd be okay. But yeah, blight is definitely attacked my tomatoes. and they were just starting to go ripe as well. Look at that, beautiful. Bit annoyed. Everywhere you look inside here, these tomatoes, they all seem to be in the centre for some crazy reason. That one's full of, that's got blight on it. These ones here. Yeah, they're not too bad, them ones. Anyway. Yeah, good root system. Pulling a few tulips up here, I've got to be careful. As you can see, we cleared it now. If you look over there, there's where the blight's come from. It's come from them little devils there. And yeah, it's made a right mess of them. But unfortunately, that's what happens. Wind, insects, and they're only 10 feet away from mine, so you know. But let's not dwell on it. We've got a few tomatoes. I'm just going to stick them in the greenhouse and ripen them, and we'll take them home. We'll do something with them anyway. So there's the tomatoes, what we managed to save. We've probably thrown 10 times that amount away, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll get a few salads out of them, I'm sure. Anyway, that's one bed. I'm going to be topping this up, giving it a lick of paint, and within the next 2 months you'll be see tulips starting to come up here, and daffodils and what have you. So as you can see, we removed the trellis, we've bagged all the tomatoes up, We took them off to Cobden Street tip a little bit earlier. Them ones will be next ones to go. The Blight's just slightly started to hit them now, so tomorrow I'm going to be taking them ones down as well. It doesn't take very long for the Blight to kick in, and it just decimates everything in its path, unfortunately. But yeah, we've got a clear bed there now. You notice the soil's dropped down 6 inches. Well, what we're going to do, put loads of tulips in there, and then we're going to cap it off right up to the top with compost. And come around about February, March, April, you're going to see loads of tulips coming up there. Now there's already a pile of tulips in there. If you go back in the videos early in the year, you can see loads of tulips. Them tulips were still in that bed, but we're going to put more in because more's better, I think. And once we've got put the tulips in and we've capped the bed up, the raised bed with compost, we're going to give them a lick of paint, and that's another thing we're going to have to start doing. All the furniture we're going to give a lick of paint. The sheds we're going to give a lick of paint. Wood preserver, that is, not paint, wood preserver. And so I'm going to try and get all this done for the end of October. We've already done the paths, as you saw. These are the sort of jobs what I like to do early. So come winter, we're not out here too often. We're not out here too much, freezing us butts off doing the jobs. Get the jobs done early. And we've still got a lot of stuff to harvest, and we've got tomatoes, the garlic and the winter onions to put in yet. We've still got some corn to take out, celery, we've got beetroot, we've got a lot of stuff to take out. We still got the beans there, another thing there, be taking them beans down shortly. We're doing a few more reveals on the spuds, so there's lots of things to show you. We've even got the chicken pen roof at the front. We've got to repair that. I've got all the panels, they're all covered in this waterproof membrane. It's just a matter of getting them down here, getting them on the roof. So that's another video. I'll show you me doing all that and tell you the reason why we do what we do there. So anyway, I thought I would show you the disaster, the failure. Well, it's not really a failure because it's not me who's failed really. I mean, I grew the tomatoes from slices of tomatoes that I bought from Asda. I've not even put that video up yet. I've got a video there where I get a tomato and I cut 2 slices, put the slices in the pots, compost over the top. They germinated. I had about 30-40 little tomatoes. We potted them all on. Them tomatoes, what you see in these raised beds. So I will be showing you a video, probably do from start to finish. Unfortunately, obviously, we're going to end up with the blight. So, you know, but at the end of the day, we actually achieved, we grew them from seed. We got them to just prior to ripening properly. And then fate kicks us in the head with my neighbours getting blight on her tomatoes so close to mine. So it was just, you know, it's writing on the wall really. But yeah, I like to show you all the failures as well. You don't just see all the good bits like some of yous do. You only show the good bits. I like to show you the nightmare scenarios as well and what we're going to do about it. But anyway, it's always next year for them tomatoes, and that bed will be up and running in a week. I've just gone and get some tulips. I show the tulips we're sticking in, and watch this space for that. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though it ended on a bit of a sour note for me with the blight. But maybe next year we won't put the tomatoes so close to my next door neighbours. But we did get away with it in both greenhouses, so you know, at the end of the day, we're not too worried. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.